Cyber threats are rapidly evolving, impacting the security and performance of systems for government, military, and commercial organizations.
One such emerging threat is supply chain. Supply chain is the various technologies and components that go into various organizations.
Your organization uses a network of hardware and software systems that are critical to accomplishing your mission. However, most organizations are not prepared for the cyber threats looming in the future by aggressive nation states or sophisticated cyber criminals.
At Beacon Red, we've been developing a product called Cyber Range on Wheels, or as we like to call it, ROE. ROE is meant to be a portable, orchestrated, and automated solution that allows us to replicate and simulate a client's production environment. One, for example, could be for vulnerability assessment or penetration testing. Two, for the purposes of training, whether you want to train your staff or a new technology. And three, for the purposes of interoperability or integration testing of a new solution or a new security product that our customers might want to bring in.
Cyber ranges are a safe, isolated approach to training and enhances technical development of cyber professionals.
We created ROE to provide our Middle East clients the ability to safely replicate their production environments for a multitude of reasons. For example,
for critical infrastructure organizations that need to maintain a 24/7 operational environment, how can our solutions support those environments?
In such a scenario, by introducing ROE into a production, we're able to replicate down to the IP address to every single application running in their environment for whatever use case is needed without hindering or interrupting any operations.
Let's say I want to train SOC operators and detonate malware in a replicated environment. How can our solution help that?
That's a great example. You never want to detonate malware in a live production environment. With the ability of having ROE replicating your full production environment that can replicate down to your IP address, all your application running in your environment, you can safely validate if such a malware is legitimate and other things that you might want to get out of it, such as indicators of compromise, or do a vast network search.
I'm very concerned about supply chain risks. How do we leverage our solution to prevent impacts from supply chain compromises?
That's another great example. By introducing ROE and replicating a full production environment for the purposes of testing out a new product such as the new SolarWinds and the ability to look under the hood and make sure that while you introduce this new product into your network, you know exactly what's going to happen before you actually do it. Is it going to integrate well? Is it going to introduce new risks? All before you actually putting it inside your production.
As the cyber threatscape continues to evolve and threat actors become more and more sophisticated, you need Range on Wheels to stay ahead of those threats.
Range on Wheels is a product made in the UAE for the Middle East.